Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. Welcome to our parent training. And how is Joey doing today?
It's doing great, actually.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. So you asked us to help you go over going over to teach you how to teach Joey to put his shoes on.
I did.
So what are you? How is Joey getting his shoes on right now?
Well, currently I stand behind him, and I usually stand behind him, and I will hold the tongue open, and I'll kind of use my finger as a shoehorn. He kind of just slips his shoe in, and I can help him just put it in. But he needs that assistance.
So you stand behind, and you use laces.
We use laces. Yeah.
Laces, and just slips in.
That's
Okay.
right.
So he's not doing it himself.
Not without assistance.
No, not without assistance. Okay, so today we're going to try and see how best we can teach him to get that on without assistance and make him as independent as possible.
Okay.
Since he's 3 years old, next year he's off to kindergarten, so he'll need to get this mastered and learned and ready for kindergarten, because in kindergarten they'll be in and out of their shoes throughout the day, because indoor outdoor shoes keep switching throughout, and you have to be as independent as possible in kindergarten. Okay, so some of the terms that we're gonna that we will go over is called task analysis. That's one of the main terms, and task analysis is basically breaking down a chain of steps into smaller parts. So if we think about putting shoes on, now I would want to change Joey into a Velcro closure instead of laces, because Velcro is the same concept, but it's just easier so that he can just slide his feet in, and just close it, and off he goes. Right? So you don't need to do laces either, and this is easier so that he can just kind of do it himself, and he's off he goes. So chaining right now, we're going to try and teach him the backward. It's called backward chaining, and what that is basically, the process of putting shoes on. There's a lot of steps if you really think about it. He has to sit on a chair, slide his feet in, put it in, fix the tongue, pull it through, and close it. So for us, it might be quick and easy. We don't really think about it because we've been doing it so often. But for a child, it might be a bit daunting to really get that done. So what we're going to do, we're going to just teach him step by step as to how he can get his shoes on and out. So for now, we're going to do backwards change. He's going to learn the last step first, which is going to be simply closing the closure, and off he goes.
Okay.
All right? So there are two types. You can either do forward chaining or backwards chaining, but for putting shoes on is best using backwards chaining. So forward chaining, you might want to use that for when he's learning to spell his name. Because you don't want to teach him the Y first and then the J. You want to teach him the systematic way, which is J-O-E-Y, instead of starting with a Y and going forward. You don't want to spelling his name starting with a Y, right? So, and also you can teach him the whole process, but it sounds like it would be better to teach you part of the process. So as he learns the first part, you move on to the second part, and as he learns that part, it just brings everything together, and eventually he'll learn to do the whole process without even thinking and just going through the whole process.
Okay.
So if we think about really putting shoes on, the process of doing that would be close Velcro, go to the part. Slide his feet into, this is going backwards. He'll learn to hold the shoe, then slide his feet in, sit on a chair, hold the shoe, slide his feet in, and pull his socks to calf. Is he doing his socks himself?
Yeah, actually is.
Oh, good. So we don't need to really go through that process of teaching him to put his socks on, because that by itself would also be added to this task analysis of teaching him how to do that part in smaller steps as well. But he's doing it himself, so that's great. So that brings us actually to the end of our training, which is a really nice short training. Do you think this is something that you can implement in the home?
Absolutely. Well, we work with them daily, so I think we can just start this immediately.
Yeah? Okay. So how about I give you a call back maybe next week, Wednesday, around 10 a.m. and see how things are going. Just follow up and see if you have any more questions or what have you.
Okay, that sounds great.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you very much for coming in, Mr. Jack.